Good morning, SHS. I'm Maggie Miller, and you're watching My Morning Jacket. There will be a voter's registration in the cafeteria tomorrow for any SHS student who is 18. Please stop by and register if eligible. WCBI's Andrea Self visited SHS this past week to hold a political forum with students about the upcoming election. Cameron Dawkins has details on the forum.
WCBI's Andrea Self conducted a panel with the Starkville High School students and teachers in the Yellow Jacket Cafe. 7 students and 8 teachers were asked a wide variety of election-based questions.
And there's been a definite growing political movement from the younger generation to help maybe reboot the system. So I wouldn't say that we've lost trust in the system. I'd say that we just have a different view on it. And in the future, I feel like a lot of younger people want to change the way the system works.
So you see some room? Probably job security. I mean, people go to college and they're picking majors, but are they getting employed after they leave college? And that's something that I think about a lot as I'm applying for colleges and thinking about the career I want to focus on and major in. And that's really important for growing up and becoming very serious about being a film.
It felt good to kind of get to talk about what I think in a forum like this. I don't know, it feels good that even though we're just in high school, people do actually care what they were pretty easy questions, so everybody had a lot to say on them. It wasn't that hard.
Teachers expressed how the election has influenced the classroom atmosphere and students' attitudes.
Deteriorated into this kind of name-calling, scandal-ridden, and there's just, I don't even know what the focus is anymore.
The panel will air next Friday on WCBI's Mid-Morning with Andrea. I'm Cameron Dawkins reporting with My Morning Jacket News from the Yellow Jacket Cafe.
East Mississippi Community College, in conjunction with Millsaps Vocational Center, will offer dual enrollment classes for eligible students this school year. The counselors are available to assist students with registration. My Morning Jacket's Caitlin Peoples visited the counselor suite to find out more about these programs in the Jacket Nation.
The qualifications for dual enrollment and dual credit are the same. Students have to have a 2.5 GPA, 14 core courses, and a written recommendation from their teacher. Students interested in taking English Composition 1 or 2 are required to make a 17 on the English portion of the ACT, while those interested in taking college algebra must make a 19 on the math portion of the ACT.
Starkville High School we offer English Comp 1, English Comp 2, biology, and college algebra.
In Comp 1, they do 5 different types of essays, including argument research towards the end. And in Comp 2, they do 4 essays, all based on literature and argument research. And everything in Comp 2 is they have to have outside sources and researched info on.
This is Caitlin Peoples with My Morning Jacket reporting from the counselor's suite.
Today is the last day to upload your approved photo to the ACT. You can download the ACT Photo app on iPhone or Android to make the process go faster. Then remember to print out your ticket. The speech and debate team will be competing at the Cowbell Classic Speech and Debate Tournament Saturday. Volunteers are needed as judges Friday evening and all day Saturday. See Ms. Harvey for more information. Young Life will meet Monday nights at 7:33. Locations are determined weekly. My Morning Jacket's KB Hobart attended Young Life last week.
Young Life started in Starkville 4 years ago when 9 college students came together and said they wanted to start Young Life because they had it in their high schools from all over the country. Holt and Lauren Williamson moved to Starkville to lead the Young Life staff.
There's a couple that decided to move here, and a year after them, Lauren and I decided to move here.
Okay, so Young Life here is a group of college students and the 4 of us on staff who want to meet and hang out with and do life with high schoolers.
To me, Young Life means where people can just get together, have fun, and get to learn about Jesus and have a great time.
And Young Life Club, a lot of people ask us, what is Young Life Club? Young Life Club is really nothing more than a party with a purpose. We have a lot of fun. There's crazy songs and games and skits, and you laugh harder than you've ever laughed. You just get to escape for an hour and laugh and hang out with fun people. And so that happens every week.
Young Life meets every Monday at 7:33. The location is posted on Instagram at @SHS_Young Life.
We talk about Jesus, and regardless of how you feel about him, we still want to be friends. We still want to just do life together.
This is Kelly Beth Hobart with My Morning Jacket reporting from Young Life.
Follow at @SHS_Young Life on Instagram to get weekly updates. If you're interested in submitting a design for the 2017 Homecoming t-shirt, forms with the specifications are on the Student Council bulletin board outside Ms. Blackwell's room. If your design is chosen, you will get a free t-shirt. Seniors who are enrolled in the ACT Career Ready 101 in preparation to take the Work Keys assessment, remember to log in and get a minimum number of 16 hours of practice. The Work Keys assessment will be given at EMCC in 3 to 4 weeks. See Dr. Hogan if you do not have your username or password. Seniors applying for colleges will need to have official transcripts sent. My Morning Jacket's Cameron Dawkins did some research to find out more about the process.
Senior counselor Ms. Sana May is helping seniors with the college admission process. Students can pick up request forms outside of her office. The requests are then processed and sent out to the colleges filled out on the request forms. The process takes about 48 hours to complete.
I had to go get a couple of request forms from the office. I had to fill out the addresses for the schools and where they had to be sent.
It costs $1 per transcript, or students can fill out a stamped envelope and then turn it in with the request sheet for no charge.
I had to go pick up a transcript form from the office. Miss May made it really easy. She would send out remind texts to keep me on. Then I went to the office, filled out my transcript request. I only sent it to one college. I sent it to Mississippi State. And I turned in my $1, and she sent my transcript request in within a week.
I'm Cameron Dawkins reporting from the main office for My Morning Jacket News.
Students can purchase a wristband that allows them to wear jeans this Friday. Wristbands will be on sale in the Jacket Cafe during all lunches this week. Wristbands cost $2 and must be worn if you wear jeans. Proceeds will support National Honor Society. The 5-time state champion Robo Jackets competed at the state competition this past weekend. The team fared well as expected and took home an impressive collection of awards. Rachel Adair was on the scene for My Morning Jacket.
The robotics team competed at the Mississippi Best competition on Saturday, October 1st at Mississippi State University.
I'd just like to say how proud I am of all the students of the robotics team. They work very hard every day after school, on the weekends. They use the engineering design process. They identify the problem that the robot has to solve.
They then brainstorm solutions and build prototypes. The Robo Jackets placed second in Spirit and Sportsmanship as well as Engineering Notebook. They placed first in the Marketing Presentation, Robot Competition, Booth Exhibit and Presentation, and won the overall Best Award. The team will compete at South's Best Regional Competition on December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at Auburn University.
This is Rachel Adair with My Morning Jacket reporting from the Humphrey Coliseum.
Follow us at SHS Jacket Buzz on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat for live updates. And now to Brian Ritchie for sports.
This week in sports. Starkville Swish is hosting a basketball program September 25th at the Sportsplex. The cost will be $10 per session or $30 for the whole clinic. Only 20 spots are available. RSVP via text to Coach Jackson at 859-221-4959. While some sports are in season this fall, there are athletes and coaches already preparing for their upcoming spring seasons. Braxton Stone spent fourth block at the baseball field with Coach Garner and his team to see what happens daily during the off-season for baseball.
The Starkville High baseball team uses fourth block this semester to prepare for the 2017 spring season. The team warms up with some catching, throwing, and arm strengthening exercises. For the first time in history, the team made it to the second round of 6A playoffs. This year's team is making a fresh start.
We start with high school, so the expectations aren't ever small. We expect to be competitive, but at the same time, we graduated 7 kids. 4 went and played college baseball, 1 got drafted in the Major League Draft. So there's talent here. It's just the talent's never played before.
At this particular practice, the team is focusing on batting practice drills as well as hitting right-handed curveballs on the pitching machine.
So what we do in the fall is we try to concentrate on fundamentals, work on things that you really can't work on in the spring, because in the spring you're trying really, really hard to get ready to play games.
The Yellow Jackets take the field for their first home game February 28th against longtime rival West Point.
This is Braxton Stone reporting from Carlisle Field for My Morning Jacket.
The Lady Jacket volleyball team is set for a strong season. They spend afternoons conditioning and preparing for their games. MMJ's Angel Tate went to one of their practices to see what they do.
The Starkville High volleyball team prepares for their season. During practice, the team works on several drills such as passing, setting, and pass and hit drills. These drills help with their technique during the match.
I make sure I get here nice and early, and then I warm up with the JV, and then once I'm done with that, I support them. Supporting them is how I help bring my spirits up for the match.
The volleyball team is currently 2-2.
My name is Angel Tate, reporting from the gym.
The next volleyball action is with Madison Central tomorrow at home. The first game will be at 5 o'clock. While the football team practices for hours in the hot Mississippi sun, another group is putting in their amount of sweat as well. The SHS cheerleaders work daily to make signs, perfect routines, and stick their stunts. Madeline Methvin attended practice and found out that these girls are truly hardcore athletes.
The Starkville High School cheerleaders practice every day during fourth block on the band practice field or football field. They practice their dances, stunts, and tumbling for future pep rallies and games. The team cheers on the Yellow Jackets every Friday night, and half the team cheers at the JV games each week. Head coach Courtney Henderson and assistant coach Marissa Blackwell teach the routines each day. Coach Henderson says the team plans on competing later this season.
This is Madeline Methvin with My Morning Jacket reporting from the Starkville High School band field.
The SHS swim team has been putting in early morning hours to get in shape for their ultimate Goal State meet. They hosted a swim meet on the campus of MSU yesterday, one of the several meets where they swim for qualifying times that put them in the North State swim meet. Mary Hunter Brown has more.
The SHS swim team hosted their home meet with 7 area teams September 29th at the Sanderson Center. The boys' relays of Andy Lee, Tristan Grantham, Noah Knox, and Kate Vickers all placed first.
Knowing that this is my last home meet feels good, but also bittersweet because I have been swimming since the first grade and it's just sad to give it up.
The girls' medley relay of Kaylee Beth Hobart, Jessica Yon, Ariana Dias, and Kyler Reeves finished first.
My goal at state is to beat Noah Knox and go under a 49 in 100 freestyle.
Individual winners were Knox, Lee, Vickers, Grantham, Hobart, Reeves, and Colin Kennedy.
This is Mary Hunter Brown with My Morning Jacket reporting from Joe Frank Sanderson Center.
This past Friday, the student body of the Jacket Nation prepared for the game with a pep rally. Savannah Munn was on location.
Last Friday, the Jacket Nation went all out in the first SHS pep rally. Students, football players, and teachers were fired up by Buzz the Jacket and competed in a dance-off. The class of 2017 won the pep rally, as Mr. McDonald announced at the game later that evening.
I like school spirit and supported by Jackets because they work so hard for our school, and it's just great to see them show off their stuff. Great to see them.
The SHS student body is looking forward to a successful football season with more pep rallies and fun activities in the nest. This is Savannah Munn reporting with My Morning Jacket from the SHS Gym.
The Jackets fill the nest Friday night in Oxford for another exciting contest for the coveted Little Egg Bowl. This past Friday night, the SHS football team took on the Oxford Chargers at Bobby Holcomb Field in Oxford, Mississippi. The Jackets put on a great performance in front of the traveling nest. Quarterback Malik Brown led the way on offense. He was 9 for 15 in the air with a pair of touchdowns. Andreas Swanigan led the Jackets on the ground with 10 carries for 80 yards. Cameron Gardner had 112 receiving yards and a touchdown. On the defensive side, Willie Gay led the Jackets with 9 tackles. The Jackets defeated the Chargers 28-16. After the game, the Jackets accepted the trophy. The next action is Friday night at home versus West Point.
This is Brian Ritchie from My Morning Jacket reporting from Robbie Holcomb Field in Oxford, Mississippi.
The Jackets are 3-1 in the Little Egg Bowl. Fill the nest this Friday while the Jackets take on the West Point Green Wave at home. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock.
Catch us next time for the latest news in the Jacket Nation.